Bam! Shock! Hello! Hi! Hi! I'm asymmetrical looking. Hello, everybody! Hello, Weeb, said Helena Rose. That's cyberbullying. Hello! Look, I'm already rocking on my chair. This is terrible. What a terrible role model I am. Not that I'm trying to be a role model. I'm just a person. Talk about Eurovision. No. Definitely not. Just Dan Howell. Yeah. Like, I was thinking, like... I don't know. Like, one... I'm going to tweet this in a second. One... There's... I don't want to... You know how I say, like, I'm always like, oh my god, what am I going to say on Twitter when I'm writing a... When I'm writing a tweet about the show? I don't know what to say. I don't want to add another level of, oh god, I have to think of something for... Dan needs a funny hashtag to broadcast on every week. And also, it just... I imagine it just gets a bit confusing for you, because, I mean, you'll know when I'm on, but it's like, last time, sorry about Eurovision. You know, it's just confusing for people. So yeah, Dan Howell, gonna be boring. Might change it up next week. Who knows? Shall we tweet this? Bam! There we go. Let's see if that worked. Who's talking to me? It was me texting myself. Haha. It's funny and tragic. Wow, that's like 10 seconds of lag. I'm really going to have to be doing this for a while before it starts to go in the thing. Right. Okay. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me in my live show. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me in my live show. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me in my live show. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me on my live show. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me on my live show. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me on my live show. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me on my live show. Hi everyone, thanks for joining... Hi. Seductive Olaf said... said sup. Give me a moment to look at like literally, when will I ever look at what I look like before I just go live on camera to thousands of people? I am such a terrible human being. My hair's messy. Can you tell I haven't gone outside today? Wow. Okay, this is pajamas right here. Dan, you broke the notifications. Did I? Oh. Oops. So, what's happened since last Tuesday? I went to Norwich. Guess that was a... I mean, going to Norwich wasn't just the... here I am preparing to... Someone said, Haru, what's that? I don't know what you're talking... yeah, Norwich. Went to Norwich. Megan said, nice pillow, Dan. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got the train to Norwich as it was the music festival, Radio 1's Big Weekend, which is an annual music festival that is organised by the radio station that I have a show on. And Maddie Schmidt 20 is the #1 fan. Wow. God, it just changes every week. Followed by Jill Wilson 9, followed by Abby Armstrong, then Ginny Weasley for... I'll never know how that finishes. And HAI 113Y. Catchy name. Did you meet Fall Out Boy again? Tell us everything, said Becky in a message. Yes. Yes, I did. Well, kind of. So, yeah, Norwich. That's fun. Been to Norwich a couple times before. It was actually quite beautiful, the place I went. I think we're on the university campus. And, yeah, so I was there recording video things for a special festival Big Weekend radio show that is going to be on Radio 1 and watchable on the internet next Monday at 9 o'clock. Like every first Monday of the month is Dan and Phil on Radio 1. So look forward to that. It's basically us just messing around in the artist backstage area for an hour, playing some live music that we chose. And we did it with Jack and Dean because they volunteered to do the interviews this year. So someone said Fringe Gap, please fix it. I settled for those things. So yeah, that was fun. Did you meet Five Sauce? I saw Five Sauce, and I made awkward eye contact with Five Sauce, but they were very busy and on the way to their live performance, so I didn't speak to them. We saw each other at the Brits as well, and I think we know who each other are, so I think, what is it? I don't want to get his name wrong. Michael? I'm not a huge 5 Seconds of Summer fan, I'm so sorry. Yep, that's who I was talking about. Thank you, Caitlin, for confirming that. It was a bit of a like, should we talk? It didn't happen. But they were cool, they performed. And yeah, I got to see some bands. Saw Fall Out Boy from the side of the stage. That was pretty cool. Saw Florence and the Machine. They were amazing. Seriously, highlight of the weekend was probably Florence and the Machine, because I think I'd seen Florence once before, maybe at Reading Festival, but never for a long period. Florence Welsh, what an incredible singer / lovely person. That was great. If you're not a fan of Florence and the Machine, good music. Dan recommends. Muse was good. Muse was like typically excellent. Muse are probably the best live band in the planet. That's just like a thing that people say. They're pretty good, and they have the typical amount of lights and fireworks. That was fun. I mean, the thing is with their new music is if you listen to anything loud enough, you can appreciate it and have fun. And like, if you go onto Radio 1's YouTube channel, #spawn, not really, you can watch the video of them performing their new song, Mercy, at the festival. And it's like, you know, you want people to like your new single. If you spend enough money on fireworks and giant explosions of smoke and streamers and lights, it will look exciting. And yeah, it was good. I mean, you could sort the rest of things, but I don't know, like, it was a bit like they opened with Reapers and everyone was like, okay. And then they did Psycho and they were like, okay. I really think Psycho by Muse is a minute too long. I think it's a minute too long. You get like to a minute before the end and you're like, still going, okay. And then Dead Inside was fine. And then Mercy had some good lights. Just waiting for the album to come out before. Why is he sitting sideways in his chair? I don't know. I find it more comfortable. And then I complain that my spine hurts. #DanLogic. Help me with my homework for history. What is it on, Romy? You have to give me a bit more to go with there. I graduate uni on Saturday, so can I get a high five? There you go, Becky. Nearly did it again. Did you watch that? I'm a terrible person. Let me just rotate this. Otherwise, I'm going to die, probably. Their name is probably Muse, Dan. Yeah, am I saying probably too much? It needs to go on a list. A list with other words that Dan uses too much. Sorry for adjusting my hair constantly. What other words do I use too much? I'm not so much of a serial literalier as I used to be. The Charlie Challenge, says everybody. That was funny. I appreciated that quite a lot. I didn't want to join in on it just because, like, it would have felt too much like, this is a thing that everyone's talking about and I want attention, so I'm going to start mentioning it. I was fine to just not join in on that and appreciate how funny it was that everyone else was doing. That was a fun day. You did it, said Lewis Ferry, and got scared. Oh dear. Hopefully you didn't get attacked by a ghost, or whatever that is. You say sorry too much, we love you. Do I say sorry too much? Maybe I should. Yeah, Fall Out Boy were really fun live. Snoop Dogg, so that was weird. I guess I should give an explanation. Guess the crime. Don't actually guess the crime, we don't do that too anymore. Just too much effort. I can't be bothered to keep up with it. What am I talking about? Golden Retriever Syndrome. Don't be sorry, you're great. What am I saying sorry for? Was I apologising for something? I don't remember. Someone in Giant Letter said, help, are you ever coming to Prague? I'd love to go to Prague generally. Lots of people that I know that have been said it's a good city. Snoop Dogg, thank you. So Radio 1 uploaded a video to their YouTube channel of me and Phil kind of meeting Snoop Dogg, and I was like, like write a description in this or like edit it so it's a bit less confusing? They're like, nah, no one cares, we'll just do it now. And I'm a bit like, what? Because I don't like doing things without context. So I was a bit like, oh god, everyone on the internet is just going to be given this random video of Dan and Phil and Snoop Dogg in a grass area with no explanation. So sorry about that. There is a video on my Instagram, Spawn, so if you want to go check that out, it's instagram.com/DanisNotOnFire. There's a video of it. It's 15 seconds long. Basically, Snoop Dogg was just walking around a garden taking photos of flowers, because apparently he does that. He was walking around with an SLR. And then he just walked over to Phil and then just went and took a photo of him without saying anything, and then stepped back and looked at both of us, and I was like, okay, I guess what? Okay, what's happening? Snoop Dogg's pointing a cat pose, okay, and then he snapped a picture, and we were a bit like, what's happening? And he was doing this, walking around taking photos, and he wasn't speaking to anyone. It was very weird. So Phil, quite rightfully, just went, "Nice to meet you, Snoop Dogg," in the whitest moment of 2015. It was really funny. And then some random security guard, who is like supposed to be a professional doing his job, walks up to Snoop Dogg and goes, "My wife is a massive fan. Can I have a photo?" Which is code for, "I'm a massive fan." If your wife is a massive fan of Snoop Dogg, why do you then want a selfie with Snoop Dogg? Is it so you can show, no, that guy was a massive fan of Snoop Dogg. Everyone's saying, isn't he Snoop Lion? He was Snoop Lion, and then he did that album, and now he's back to being Snoop Dogg again. That was like a phase. Yes, that was just like bizarre. And then he shook our hands and then left, and that was like, wow, okay. Strange moment. Snoop Dogg, everybody. I think he's just kind of taking photos for posterity, because when we saw him in New York at that YouTube thing, he had a camera crew following him around. So I don't know if he's making a documentary or if, like a YouTuber, he's making a Snoop Dogg book and he's collating photos for it. I think he's just chronicling his life. So I have no idea if and when Snoop Dogg will ever use those photos of us. I think they're just memories. Strange moment. Yeah, what is in your bed, Dan? I don't know what you're talking about, Claire. Hi from Sydney and Becca, said a message. Hi. And oh my god, I was just touching the trackpad on my laptop, wondering why my click wasn't working. The top fans have changed. It's Maddie Schmid, followed by Blaney, then Senpai Cat, then Abby Armstrong, then Jill Wilson 9. It's like World War Z with a bunch of zombies trying to climb up the wall, savagely kicking the people in the face. Favourite part of... I don't know what I'm talking about either. Yeah, no, it was fun. We got to spend some quality time with Jack and Dean. They're fun. I don't want to talk too much about Fall Out Boy, as something funny Fall Out Boy kind of related will be happening in the world. Don't get too excited, you'll never guess it, and it's not that big of a deal. It's just extremely random and will be funny. I don't know, like in the next couple of weeks. The show's next Monday at 9. Listen to it. Got to see Jim and Tanya as well. That was fun, after seeing them the other day. I haven't spoken about that, have I? So much has happened in the last week. I socialised. That was fun. So, Tyler Oakley is on tour at the moment, and he was in the UK, so he asked if I wanted to hang out. So I said yes, because you should be proud of me. I actually accepted a social invitation and decided to leave the house to hang out with someone. It was a big... it was outside as well, so that's like double pride points that I should be getting for that one. So we went to a park because it was a really sunny day, and Tyler was like, "Here's my hotel," and I was like, "You know what? You want to go grab a coffee? Let's go outside." So we went to a cafe in a park. Be proud of us, right? Yeah. So we went outside, had a coffee, and watched some old people playing speed chess. It was like the short before Toy Story. Is it before Toy Story? I don't remember. You know, the young people playing chess, and we were just stood there intimidating them with our black on black on black outfits. Fringe check. Yeah, sorry, that's already been slightly too many of those. And in an unsuspected Godzilla-like rampage, Anahita has reclaimed the #1 spot, people. It's like a thriller. Say hi to Argentina. Hi, Argentina. I'm #1 on #Dan Howell. That's good to know. That would be bad if I wasn't. Nice haircut. Thank you, Rebecca. Hi, Dan. Hi, Annie. How was Big Weekend? Fun, Chloe and Jade. And Tamil said, new Dan. That's great. And Heather said, Dan, you are great. Keep going. Thank you. I'll get to your question in a second, Natalie. Yeah, and then, so that was a fun time in Norwich. And then I got the train journey back. I love train journeys. Train journeys are the best. They're really long. I think the reason why I love train journeys is because they give you time to think about life when you can't really do anything else. So I love trains and planes, especially long train journeys. Not like 5-hour train journeys, but like a 2-hour train journey. That's like the good spot, because it means you can listen to like 3 albums and you end up going off on like long introspective trains of thoughts about things. I come up with like half of my year's worth of video ideas when I'm on trains and planes, because I just start thinking about things. Because when I'm like inside in this house and I'm like, okay, it's time to make a video, I'm like, so many distractions, self-imposed time constraints. But when I'm on a train, it's like, can't do anything but just think. And I usually leave with like 15 tweet drafts and 5 video ideas. I like trains very much. When it's raining is the best. Raining on a train. I like sunny train journeys in England because we have quite nice countryside to train through. So yeah, segue back to Tyler, because I'm an organised person who keeps conversations on track. That was fun. And then I think Phil was having a haircut, and then we all went to Jim and Tanya's house. I like Jim and Tanya. They're really nice people. They're friendly people. Tanya Burr is a very nice girl, and she's hilarious. Literally hilarious. I think, I don't know if anyone mentioned that, but Tyler was on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and Tanya was like, oh, Tyler, I didn't know if you were going to make it because you were on Ellen earlier. And then Jim just looked at her and was like, I think he was like, Tan, if Tyler was on Ellen in LA, how could he be in England now? It was so funny. But no, she's really great. They're such an aspirational couple. Just generally, just aspirational people. I mean, they just seem like they've got their life in order. They know what they're doing. They cook and clean and exercise, and it was very inspiring just being near them, because they seem like adults that know how to live, which is something I'm constantly aspiring to be. Yeah. Hi, Francis Isabel, who said my hair was nice. Thanks. Ariel said, I didn't see you at Big Weekend. I'm sorry. We were kind of working all the time, so we didn't have much time to loiter. Although I did go out into the crowd. I said this in the tweet, like, obviously, I'm in a very privileged position where I have an amazing job where I work for a radio station who takes me to music festivals, which I fully appreciate all the time. And as a result of that, I get to watch bands from the side of the stage, and I get the, like hanging out, loitering with bands and pop stars at an event is obviously amazing. But in terms of like just watching a band from the side of the stage, it's interesting, and you get to see like an A4 piece of paper with their set list stapled to a wall, and like the roadies just like crouching behind every speaker. But it's nothing compared to being in the crowd. Seriously, people, if I was ever going to watch a band and I had a choice, a band that I really loved and just wanted to and have like the best experience of their show, I would always go out into the crowd and watch people. Natalie said, did you watch the Monaco GP? I will get to that. I will get to that. Can you explain your shirt to me, please? I mean, there's probably no explanation, is it? Sup, Rick. Thank you, brand newy. That's not going anywhere. How was Muse, said Rebecca. They were fantastic. I had like 3 wads of things in caps lock there. One said Eurovision, Eurovision, one said Portugal, Portugal, one said Denmark, Denmark. About countries around the world, me and Phil are working on taking our Dan and Phil tour around the whole world. I'm not promising that we'll be able to go everywhere in the whole world, but I'd very much like to. So don't worry, we'll let you know when we've organised our world tour. Adak and Dean taking over your show when you go on tour. It's only one day a month, so I think we can do it because we're not performing on that particular first Monday, I don't think. Dude, I walked into a door today. Wow, that sounds painful. Good luck with the healing of your face. Have you heard of Slovenia? Okay, yes. Okay, here we go. I've started it. Oh god, what's that behind you? Said, what was your name? Johnny with 2 E's. Weird. It's a whiteboard. A whiteboard? A whiteboard when Dan has been working on finishing the book? What whiteboard-related shenanigans has Dan done for the book? Let the wild speculation commence. Did you have a nice day? What is that bubble wrap on the floor? Said somebody. What I can't constantly leaning it. Oh my god, this is infuriating. The logic, Dan versus his own floor. What's happening? No, that's not. That's a rug. Will the book be available in Manila? I don't know. Do we need a Manila book publisher for that? Whatever the situation is from wherever you live around the world, you can pre-order the Dan and Phil book from danandphilshop.com, and it's just postage, which shouldn't be too expensive because it's just a book, not a fridge. So DW about that. Would you move to Norwich? Okay, said Jacob. I like living in London. I'm gonna put that out there. That doesn't mean I don't like Norwich. It just means that I really do the Charlie challenge. Really. Oh, I'm looking at hashtag Nudan, and everybody is editing noodles into me. What a fantastic use of everybody's time. I'm so happy about what I'm inspiring the young people of the internet to do. I mean, there's some quite impressive Photoshop skills here, actually. I mean, I'm sure many of you could have promising careers as graphic designers or just people that make some quick buck on Fiverr or something. Yeah, this is all fine. Okay. Someone's put Phil's head on the edge of a piece of noodle there. That's great. Although, if I'm being honest, I think half of these things are actually spaghetti. There we go. There's someone that has made me a Teletubby son just out of noodles. That's fantastic there. And then this person has put a drawing of me just over some noodle with hashtag Nudan. Good drawing. Good noodles as well. You're making me want noodles, but I planned to have fajitas tonight, so that's just a spanner in my fridge. Haha! See what I did there? Fight me when we meet in Glasgow. I think we're going to have security to prevent fights. Are you tempted by the new MacBook Pros, Dan? There's new MacBook Pros. Is there a black one? MacBook Pro. I need a new MacBook. I've had this one since 2012. 13-inch Retina MacBook Pro. Hello. What's this? I don't know if you can see. This isn't I've had this computer for 3 years. I mean, really, if you're buying a MacBook, which is I mean, I have it for editing and quality of life, but it should last for a long time. I don't know if you can see my battery in the corner there. It says condition, replace soon, and it's got a warning triangle. That means that my battery is about to explode at any moment, which is worrying. It's taken a lot of abuse, there's such as I'm forget the right, I'm reading about the new MacBook Pro. I won't get it unless I need it, or unless it's available in black, but it doesn't look like it is. Okay, so yeah. Thanks to everybody for Nudan. Truly, truly inspiring. Any embarrassing moments at Big Weekend? Kind of. I was a bit awkward. We saw Charlie XCX, who me and Phil we've met Charlie XCX quite a few times. She's really nice and she's really cool. And in a brutal turn of events, Anahita has been bumped down to number 2 and Maddie Schmid is in number 1. It's literally more exciting than Formula 1. What? Okay. What was I even talking about? I'm so bad. I should just stop. Did you have fun in the ball pit? Oh yeah, Charlie XCX. So the ball pit was quite funny. The people that run Radio 1's Twitter made everyone do an assault course, and all the celebrities had to do it as well. And Charlie XCX in a dress was just crouched at the top of this ball pit, and she was she kind of looked like, it was really funny, and she like, imagine Charlie XCX just crouched on the top of this ball pit ready to jump in, and I made eye contact with her, and she just gave me this look, and that was like, I regret agreeing to do this, because there she is looking really good in a dress, and now she's about to jump into a ball pit on camera. So she just gave me this look like, I hate life, and then she just gave me a thumbs up and just dived into this ball pit. It was so funny. We had a moment there where I was like, don't worry, Charlie, I get you. I appreciate where you're coming from. But that was funny. Is it dove? Sorry for saying dived. I didn't want to presume that was wrong. Everyone's like, what? With a million things. We've got to just rattle through the topics, don't we? Jeez, what music did you listen to on the train? I listened to Jenny Death by Death Grips and Tyler the Creator's album. Tyler's album's good. Like, in many ways, instrumentally and musically, it's really impressive. It seems like a lot of people really kind of look down on Tyler's new album, Cherry Bomb. But musically, instrumentally, compositionally, you know, it's really, really, everyone's like, no, it's dived, okay. It's really impressive. Obviously his vocals, his rapping should be mixed louder. I haven't had enough time to listen to it multiple times to have a great opinion, but I mean, it seems better than Wolf. I don't know. Like, I think that Bastard will always be his best album. It's just a shame it's the most problematic thing that's ever happened to the entire world. Really put a sour note on it. Why is your mirror on the floor? Well, that one, because it's broken. It's got a crack in it. It needs to be chucked outside the house. New din-off video soon, said Rebecca. Sure, let's just jump to this, because you asked. Yeah, new Dan is not the fire video. I'm gonna start the process of making it tomorrow. I'll have a look at my videos idea notepad. Maybe there'll be an idea just staring at me in the face, ready to go, or maybe I'll decide I want to create a new video completely from scratch. Can't say how long it's going to take. Can't rush attempting desperately to be original, even if you fail in the end. Although I'm hanging out with Connor Franta on this week, so I don't know if that will result in a video or if I'll want to do that before a Dennis Not on Fire one, but we'll see what happens there. That's not a promise that anything's happening. It's just a possibility that I'm throwing into the ring of possibilities. When's the next Village Not on Fire? Probably the same time it is every year. Are you coming to Chester anytime soon? I don't have any plans, but maybe. Oh my god, he's socialising again. To be fair, Tyler and Connor are both two people that are coming to London and asked if they could just come to us. So it's like the laziest kind of socialising that could possibly happen. Please make a video with Connor. See, I've done this now. If I don't do it, you're going to murder me. Yeah. Although thinking about Muse, you know, it's like there's me. I keep saying about Muse's new music that like I'm going to wait for the album because I'm all about the context of the large body of work. I'm all about lingering on things for months until I feel like I've got a good opinion. But you know, I listened to Muse's new songs, and then I listened to Jenny Death, the album by Death Grips, on the album on the train on the way back for Big Weekend, and oh my god, it's incredible. Death Grips are just an incredible band. They make incredible music, and it was just such an... And it's, you know, like I can talk about Muse's new music, and then I listened to that Death Grips album, and I'm like, I don't know. It's just so good. Whatever. A$AP Rocky's new album's come out. Been listening to that. It's pretty good. That's pretty exciting, isn't it? It's good to have a new A$AP Rocky album. I love LSD. What an amazing song. I love it. And now that I've been to Japan, I know this is appealing. Okay, right, there's a rapper called A$AP Rocky. He's released his new album, and his single from the album was called LSD. It's a really great song, and it has an amazing video of him walking around Japan, presumably tripping on LSD. And I'm like, I've been there. I went to all the places you've been to. Look, that's the robot restaurant. That's Akihabara. So I'm like, I relate. Let's be friends. Not really, because I'm a dork. Everyone's asking me about K-pop. I still haven't seen SHINee's comeback. I'm gonna load this up right now. SHINee. And I'm singing the Crash Bandicoot theme. I've come to a new place. Wow, their bloody videos are just all over the place, aren't they? Okay, right, I'm gonna search. I'm guessing it's gonna be on the... I mean, what... Is it gonna be on the SM channel? I don't know. I'm going to just go on the SM channel, which presumably uploads like 1 million videos a day. Japan debut, premium reception, searching SHINee. This is a K-pop band we're talking about here. Okay. I've got it ready to watch. I'll let you know. It was my birthday yesterday, said Ellis. Happy Yester birthday. Dill's first kiss. Let's go there as people talk about it. Big Bang comeback. Is there a Big Bang comeback as well? Bloody... Is comeback like the K-pop industry term for like new album, new music? Is it a comeback when they're like back from working on new music? Because in the UK, a band's comeback is like they broke up 20 years ago and now they've come back. Is that what it means? K-pop is cool. Best pickup line. Hola. Top new album. Has he got a solo album? Didn't know that. I'm such a fake K-pop fan. I need to get on it. Ever listen to Orange Caramel? Love Orange Caramel. They're so cool. Can you, me and Phil be in a squad? We're probably all in a squad, Alana, that spends too much time on the internet squad. Hey Rick, thanks Lexi, that's great. Hello sir. Hello Yulia. Maddie Schwitt is #1, people. This is brutal. Oh my god, 10,000 more than that. Okay, What is Maddie wearing sunglasses in the photo? Cool pic. I love you, Daddy, said Emma. Perfectly comfortable with reading that. I will fight you, though. Good to know, Annie. Thank you for telling me that. I've got like 9 K-pop tabs open. Chrome is going to crash, people. Blurry face. There's a lot of 21 Pilot fans in the chat. Why? Not... They're not surrender. It's like the new band that everyone's obsessed with. Mariana Church! All-time low. Let's talk about Mayday Parade. Let's talk about MCL. Let's talk about Fall Out Boys. 21 Pilots. That's what everyone's talking about today. Do you love them? Do you love 21 Pilots? Are they your favourite band? Is their new album, Blurry Face, the best album you've ever heard in your entire life? Do you like it a lot? Everyone's saying yes. Okay. Who? What is this daddy thing, said Syntax Error. It's a very strange kind of joke where you call people that you like mum or dad. Lord said it to Cher once and made international headline news because they thought that Lord was making fun of Cher for her age. And it's like, no, she was just making like a weird internet joke. Bloody hell, and the chat goes wild. You like them? And then one person said, no. Okay. That's noted. How was your day? It was fun, Emily. Thanks for asking. Do you like All Time Low? What was I had like a really interesting thought earlier and I was like, do I want to talk about this in the live show? What was it? It was something about the kinds of music that I listen to and why. See, this is the kind of thing that if I wasn't so constantly overwhelmed by all of the things that I'm doing and... because, you know, I spend a lot of time on Dan Is Not On Fire because I want it to be good. And I don't really use Dan Is Not Interesting. I kind of just, I like, for the other things, I kind of just tweet and I have these YouNow shows. But sometimes I think, for, you know the kind of more interesting chats I have in these YouNow shows, I'm not saying that I don't want to have them in YouNow shows. I'm just saying that the kind of things that you could imagine I could just turn on a camera and waffle about and whack it on my second channel. If I don't want it to be some like well constructed good Dan Is Not On Fire video, but just like whatever waffle. it could be a Dan's not interesting video, but am I going to do that? Am I going to do that this week? Am I going to do it this month? Am I going to do it anytime soon? Probably not. Let's be real. I think what I was saying was how I find it weird listening to bands that I listened to when I was a teenager, like My Chemical Romance or Fall Out Boy. Like, especially with Fall Out Boy, it's kind of like, my perspective on Fall Out Boy was like in the context of who I am now and the fact that like I've met Fall Out Boy and stuff. But when I was 15, I was like, Fall Out Boy lyrics are my life. And the thing is, like, when I think, okay, I'll get to the point. I'll just do this. You can have this one. Forget the second channel. Here's a little nugget for you, live show people. I feel like, at the moment, I listen to a lot of music that doesn't have any words, just because I want to listen to music, but the thing is, lyrics, they're obviously quite emotional, and they're about things. Muse are quite a good band, because you feel like it's not too emotional, so you can kind of just listen to them when you're tidying your kitchen or whatever. But a lot of bands, especially, they have music that's quite emotional. You know, it's what you listen to when you're sad. They talk about important, real stuff, and I feel like I don't want to listen to that kind of music casually, because I don't want to kind of touch on those I don't want to deal with those kind of emotions, you know what I mean? So, like, I'm at a point now where I'm very happy with life, so I tend to only want to listen to like fun, happy music, or really get into music if I'm like analysing it artistically, if I think it's really good. I don't want to casually listen to, so it's like, if you're a teenager, I'm not generalising teenagers, I'm just speaking from my own perspective, but like, I come back from school or work, like, I hate life for the following 20 reasons, and then listening to band music, and it wasn't just rock music or kind of like emo-y, pop-punky bands, but you'd want to kind of engage with lyrical content like that. You see what I'm saying? I feel like maybe that's why I listen to a lot of hip-hop at the moment, because I feel like it's not as emotional hip-hop. They kind of just talk about themselves, they talk about, you know, rap culture and stuff, and it's fun, it's really fun, and you can analyse it, but it's not too heavy. But, you know, the kind of emo-y music, it's kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I want to go there. So, is it that, I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't say that I'm not interested in bands like All Time Low because I've grown out of that kind of music, because I don't think there's anything wrong with the kind of pop-punky, emo-y, guitar-y, rocky genre. Maybe it's just the, you know, whatever. You see how that wasn't even remotely articulate? That would be a really fascinating... stop saying emo. Yeah, I'm not... You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. I'm just trying to make a point. But, you know, then I can listen to Death Grips, and, like... They made a song called On GP, which is, like, about suicide, and it's, like, the heaviest shit ever, and I fucking listened to that, not because, you know, I'm not trying to, like, immerse myself in the lyrical content, but I'm just listening to it because the music is so good. I don't know. Maybe it's because for some bands, the music isn't that great, and the kind of artistic quality of the music isn't that great, so you kind of spend more attention to the lyrics, and that's what stands out more. But then some, I don't know, is that even a good point? Who knows? I feel like I said nothing of value in the last 5 minutes. Dill kissed someone in the last Sims video. What? That happened? We were kind of like, let's do something with Dill. And then what we always do is we the thing is with The Sims is we want to just see what happens, because it's really funny to just see what Dill does as opposed to faking too much stuff. And the fact that, I mean, I'm sure the steamy shower didn't help, but the fact, spoilers if you haven't seen the last Sims video, but I mean, come on, get with it. It happened. Who knows? This might go horribly wrong. It might go horribly wrong. Can you imagine if Tabitha ends up exactly like Summer and Eliza and Erica and Vernon and Preston? Exactly like Preston. who knows? Who knows where that's going? But stuff is happening. My God. We thought, like, should we end the video, like, with him in bed, like usual? And we're like, nah, let's just pause it right here and get into the next Sims video, like, right in the middle of the frickin'... Just after... I'm doing the hands thing. Cut them off. Bellukipeda said, you look tired. Thanks. I'm too poor to be the soft. Realness from Heather. Will we get a book at the tour, said Beth S. Good question. I'm sure that our book publishers, as they are helping us to produce the tour, will have books available to buy at the tour. I'm presuming that, there are going to be books to get along with other tour merch at the tour, if you want. But if you live in the UK, then you might as well go to WH Smith or Waterstones or a supermarket or something. We've been talking about kind of like the what's going to happen when the book comes out. It's going to be very horrific for anybody who knows us in real life walking around the things, because how's the book coming along, said somebody. It's finished. Okay, right. We have finished our contributions to it, and now we have to wait for the designer to... Because I was saying at the moment, we've been working on all the designs and the photos, and this week we uploaded the last photo. So now we have contributed all of the words and all of the pictures, and now it's being stitched together into a beautiful... Someone said, change all the font to Comic Sans. Okay, I'll suggest that to the designer. Yeah, so that's cool. It's going to be printed after that, and then whatever. Bastille! Do you like Bastille? Yeah, sure. I feel like loads of people are going to be like analysing that waffly chat, and it wasn't articulate. I didn't even know what I was on about when I was going into it. I think the two main points were I enjoy listening to music without lyrics, because more than I used to. I think it's maybe just more than I used to. I kind of hear the lyrics, and sometimes like, so I've got enough of my own stuff going on. I don't want other people's problems. I just want to listen to some jazz or some video game soundtrack or some classical music. Bad Bad Not Good bought their third album. Bad Bad Not Good, contemporary jazz band, work with a lot of rappers. They make some really good kind of like modern sounding jazzy music, and it's just so great to listen to when you don't want like lyrics in your ear. So I don't think that I don't listen to bands that are pop punky anymore because of the lyrics, because I listen to a lot of kind of metally bands, pop bands, hip hop artists that have completely extreme lyrics. I think it's mainly that just now I'm really stimulated by really exciting music, and maybe I've just had my lifetime supply of guitars and bands and bass that isn't interesting. Okay, One Direction. What about them? Cool. Did you see Pitch Perfect 2? Not yet, sorry. Anime, we started watching Steins Gate. Pretty cool. I watched the pilot once at like 2 a.m. and I got really confused, and I was like, what is this about? It's a bit weird. But I'm like, oh, it's amazing! Because like one of this guy is like a fat nerd who spends his life on 4chan, and then there's like another guy who's like a nerdy crazy scientist who's maybe weird. I know it's a conspiracy theory about CERN creating black holes. I'm like, shit, I'm all over this. I am all... Just beat Guitar Hero 1, said CM Trent. Guitar Hero 1 is old as heck. What an old... I've never even played Guitar Hero 1. I got into Guitar Hero 2. Rock Band 4. I'm so hyped for Rock Band 4. I think I've expressed interest in them on Twitter a couple of times, so they follow me, and they might send me an early copy or something. That'd be fun. I was doing some singing on Rock Band 3. Expert difficulty, obviously. Just to let you know, I got 100% on Amy Winehouse, Rehab, Lady Gaga, Bad Romance, and Panic Attack by Dream Theater, and I was like, yeah, good, of course, because I'm great. Play it on the gaming channel. Okay. Oasis, the band. What about them? What's on your cheek? What, that? This is just something, it's like a skin pigment that I get whenever I'm warm. It's quite specific. Where are your fairy lights? I didn't turn them on. Oops. Or the lamp. Oh dear. What am I playing with? I'm playing with like something that is essential to keeping my furniture up. I had like an epiphany the other day about it was like a YouTuber's thing. It was quite interesting, and I don't know whether to wait for the opportunity to bring it up on a panel at VidCon or something like that, or to just say it in a live show, because I mean, if I'm saying it in a live show, then it's kind of like I own the moment and I'm saying it exactly to you, but maybe it'll have more of a reception at thing. It was basically about kind of YouTube roast now. It's basically about like, you know, so many YouTubers that are constantly like having a kind of identity crises about who they are and what they do on YouTube and why, and what I think is the reason behind that, and why they should all not worry. And when everyone's like, say it, oh, I shouldn't have brought it up, should I? Nah, I might save it. Is that your leather shirt on your bed? No, it's a jumper. Who's talking to me? Hello. What? Please say it. Nah, no, it's not that interesting. Say it now. Say it now. Okay, I'll tell you the short version. Oh God, no. Oh, this is so waffly. Basically, it's, you know, what is YouTube? YouTube is it's one of the best websites ever. It's a YouTube. It's a website that you upload video to, and it has a partner program that allows people to make money just from people watching the things that they create. So before, when there was only TV and movies, now we have the internet where independent creators can do whatever they want and don't have to kind of, you know, work for TV companies or people. It's the best thing that's ever happened. It's independent creativity. YouTube is one of the best things that ever happened to the world of video creation. Changed the world. So that's great. But then YouTube is also, YouTube has algorithms, and it has, like, you know, the community and YouTubers and what they do, and kind of like the way that people kind of optimize their content and stuff. And what this creates is kind of like a YouTube game and a YouTube culture where people feel like they have to upload videos every week, and they have to do this and they have to do that, and people compare themselves to PewDiePie, they compare themselves to Zoella, and it's awful. It's like the number one cause of mental breakdowns, because just like the numbers everywhere. And there's a few things. It's like YouTube algorithmically favors people who upload watch time. So if you upload loads and loads of videos, or you upload loads of really long videos, then you will be bumped to the top of subscription boxes, and that's because this isn't just about Chris. It's about lots of people. You must know it. This is about people for years. It's about everybody. It's about myself that I've thought of before. And yeah, I wish I could tell these people all not to worry. But yeah, anyway. But the thing is, if you're not a gamer or a daily vlogger, then you won't benefit from that. And the thing is, you can't feel bad about not getting as many views as people that cater to what YouTube happens to be. You can't ask YouTube to change how it works, because YouTube is a business. The people that generate the highest watch time on YouTube are contributing the most to Google. But that doesn't mean that anyone needs to kind of, kind of let go of what they want to do on YouTube to fit into that. And I think the problem is when people try to, there's who people want to be, and then there's what YouTube likes the most. And when people try to fit into the YouTube hole, suggestion, and it doesn't work, that's when people are like, I don't get as many views as people. I don't want to shamelessly self-promote myself on Twitter as much as... The first one is like, you can't compare yourself to people that don't want to play by the same rules as you know what I mean? Because that's just, it's an unhealthy thing. You need to love yourself. You need to, everyone has their own integrity, their own creative vision, and they need to be happy with that. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm sure really obscure artists don't wish they were Britney Spears, because they do what they want, you know what I mean? And the other thing is the kind of like the YouTube culture and community thing of YouTubers uploading a video every week. It's like people, they put themselves under too much pressure. I mean, it depends on the type of content that you make. You know, if you have a solid format, or daily vlogging or gaming, it's easy to make videos all the time. But when you're someone who wants to kind of be original or creative, it's like you can't just come up with new ideas on the clock. It's impossible. So no wonder everybody has freaking mental breakdowns. You know what I mean? You can't, no other world requires independent people, and by that I mean, you know, people completely by themselves, not people with you know, writers and directors and editors and managers and runners and whatever, but people that, you know, write and direct and film and edit and everything all themselves. It's like you can't do it. So TLDW, and this is the inarticulate short version. I'm gonna wind it up. Is that people shouldn't feel obligated to play the YouTube game, which sounds really cynical. I hate like the game. It's just like people shouldn't put themselves under too much pressure to kind of perfectly do the best thing. They should be happy doing it by their own rules, because YouTube is a completely free, independent platform where anyone can do whatever they want, and it's beautiful. And it's kind of like I've had so many internal kind of by that. But I'm happy with YouTube now because I'm playing it by my own rules. You know what I mean? It's like, I want to love what I'm doing and I always want it to be good. So I'm going to make videos when I want to make videos, you know, and I'm going to take as long as I feel like I need to come up with an idea that I'm happy with and make it. And, you know, I do a lot of stuff. So I'm sure I'd make more videos if I did less things, but I like doing lots of things. But yeah, it's, you know, people shouldn't get too stressed out. People should have a little hug. People should be happy doing what they want to do. And yeah, everybody gets a hug. You keep wearing non-black tops. See, like, I could say this at VidCon, and like 90% of the people in the room would have been like, oh, I didn't watch your live show, obviously, so yeah, that's fine. You keep wearing non-black tops. What? It's monochrome. It's okay. Your hair looks nice today. Is it? It's kind of. I like this hair. It's good hair. What's your favourite song off Blue? Oh, that's an impossible question. Sorry. What are you doing? I don't know. I never know what I'm doing. What's your thought on drunk gaming? What does drunk gaming even mean? What does drunk gaming even mean? Get drunk and game. That wouldn't drastically increase the amount or quality of banter while gaming. It'd just make you worse at gaming. You know, it's not a thing. What's drunk gaming? I know what drunk gaming is, but like, okay, is drunk gaming when YouTubers pretend to be really drunk and have loads of banter or something? What? No. I have no interest in doing that whatsoever. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna... That's fine. People just want to see you drunk down. You see what I mean? I was talking about the frickin'... what was I talking about before? And I was like, that'd be a good side channel video. That frickin' rant would have been a good side channel video. Wasted on you now. I'm joking. But seriously, it would have more longevity. I need to start doing it. You can have that one, because I'm having these thoughts now, and I'm not casually uploading stupid rant. And Anahita is back at #1, people, about things now. So I can't say, I should be uploading these. Maybe I could just take it off you now, couldn't I? I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person, but I only have so much energy, people. I only have so much thought process. I'm not a fully optimized YouTuber by a long shot. I'm not a fully optimized person. I'm happy with what I'm doing and where I am, obviously. I'm not saying that I'm at my maximum energy levels or whatever. I think I do have a lot of room for improvement, but it's not going to happen today, is it? Obviously. Opinion on Gorillaz. I love Gorillaz. They're a great band. What has Phil just tweeted? IDEC. Is he uploading a video? He's working on one. Let's see. Don't look behind you. A new video is going to be on your screen soon, and the monster behind you wants to watch it too. That's terrifying. Thanks for that, Phil. Yep, look forward to a new amazing film. The music rant. Yeah, exactly. I think what I want to do, I have a GoPro. YouTube gave me a GoPro. I'm going to stick the GoPro to the top of this computer, and then what I can do is when I have some like shit conversation, sorry for swearing, conversation about something that I feel like I would have more people would see it if I uploaded it to Dan It's Not Interesting. But then I think also I'm afraid of the conversation. What I like about you now is this is so casual. It's so casual, like no one cares about anything. You know what I mean? I feel like even if I'm doing something casually and Dan It's Not Interesting, like uploading something to YouTube where it can stay forever and be kind of like analysed, people can go through every word I said and whatever. That's the thing, you know, Dan It's Not on Fire, I'm quite happy to be like, go on, analyse what I said, because, you know, I looked at it and I tried. But there's comments, you know what I mean? Uh-oh. Comments are scary. Comments are scary as shit. In a big way. Diego loves you. Is Diego the guy that does the live shows here on YouNow that I see occasionally? He seems like a nice chap. Shout out to him. Thank you very much if he's someone that has watched our videos for ages. Much appreciated. As with all of you beautiful people. Oh! It's 10, and I bet Phil's like, Dan, get off you now, I want to upload my video. I don't want to be rude, and also I've got some pizzas to make. I've got a job for you. One thing for the book, and I'm not going to tell you what we're doing, but we're trying to find out all of the times we've made up a little song about something. You know when we're baking or doing pancakes or even doing a dill video and we make up a little stupid song on the spot? Yeah? What I want to do is compile every single one of those little songs we've ever done in a video and the lyrics to... Everyone's like, the Lizard song, Mirror Butts, Delia Smith, Lubricate, right? Okay, Rave Time, exactly, all of those things. I've tried as hard as I could to find them all and write down the words to them, but I'm wondering if I've missed any, so if any of you feel like compiling a complete list of every time me and Phil have done that and correctly write out all of the words, that'd be great. Because that's bad. I feel like that's bad. But yeah, spoiler for the book. God, what have we've spoiled like 10 pages now, haven't we? Oh dear. What's going to happen to the other 200 and whatever? Right. It's 10:02. I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Sorry for touching my hair so much. Like, I should straighten this shit before I go on, you know. Sorry for swearing. Am I sorry for swearing? Yes, it's crude. I don't know. I talk so much shit on you now. I hate it. So, like, relate to me. I'm someone, like, I care so much about kind of, like, articulating things. Like, my best ability is, like, articulating things, and that's the complete antithesis of you now. It's like, hey, I'm going to take a really interesting discussion about the lyrical content of music, or about YouTubers, you know, having mental breakdowns, because there's a million reasons why YouTubers have mental breakdowns, because it's so stressful and weird and whatever, but, you know, fucking subject, just start waffling around in the middle of the... Terrible idea. Terrible idea. Why do I do it? God, I need to stop. Every stupid point I make should be something I try to articulate well, shouldn't it? Who agrees that I should quit YouNow? Quitting YouNow from today? Okay, sounds like a plan. Joking. As always, sorry for waffling so much. Don't analyse or pay much attention to anything I've said, because it's awful waffle. I'm going to work on a new Dan It's Not on Fire video. Look forward to that. Whatever that is. Whenever that is. I hope you're good. Radio show on Monday at 9. Should be cool. Listen to it. Us and Jack and Dean. yeah, go watch Amazing Phil's new YouTube video, youtube.com/amazingphil. There's going to be one on it, I'm guessing quite soon. And I'm going to go make some fajitas. Thank you for choosing to spend an hour of your time with me. See you next Tuesday. Probably. Bye.